Have you ever caught yourself comparing your life to someone else's life and felt like you were behind in your own life? And then suddenly you develop this thick hatred or jealousy for that person simply because you didn't like the fact that they were ahead of you. That energy you display whenever you're being jealous of someone is an absolute and a complete waste of time. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about why jealousy is an absolute waste of your time and energy and is robbing you, not helping you. But before we go into the video for today proper, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now would be a very good time for you to hit that subscribe button and the bell just right beside it so you can get instantly notified whenever we upload a new video, especially if leveling up is of importance to you. On this channel, we talk about leveling up, living an excellent life, and doing life on maximum level. If that's what you're about, then this community is where you belong. Don't waste any more time. Join the family immediately. Okie dokie. And then of course, the Excellence Elite membership group is still open for anyone who would like to join my inner circle. In this group, we do all things intentional hard work, and it's for people who literally want to level up on their lives and do the work that it takes to become the very best version of themselves. There's a lot of benefits and value add to being a member of the Excellence Elite. So click the link in the description box down below to get more information about the group, and then of course how to access it as well. Okay, with that being said, let's get right into the video proper, shall we? Okay, so first and foremost, before I talk to you about 15 reasons why jealousy or being jealous of someone is an absolute waste of time, I want to define what jealousy means in the context of today's video, because different people have different definitions of the word jealousy. There's the jealousy we experience in intimate relationships where boy is jealous that maybe another boy is talking to his girl. That's not the jealousy I'm talking about or I want to address. The jealousy I want to address is simply defined as an emotion that arises when you perceive a threat to something you value, often triggered by someone else having or achieving something you desire. It can involve feelings of insecurity, comparison, resentment, or fear of being replaced, overlooked, or left behind. I also said that jealousy is that uneasy feeling you get when you see someone else having, doing, or becoming something you secretly wish was yours. It's like watching someone live the life you want, and instead of feeling inspired, you feel left out, not good enough, or behind. It could be someone getting a promotion, buying a house, getting married, starting a business, or just looking like they have it all together. And it stirs up this uncomfortable mix of comparison and self-doubt inside of you. If we are being honest with ourselves, every one of us has felt jealousy at some point in our lives. And this is for both male and female gender. No one is excluded. So that's to say that jealousy in itself is a natural phenomenon. Now, what makes it toxic is actually what you now do about the jealousy that you feel, or about the emotion that you feel when that happens. I personally, before I healed and got to the other side of life where I became more intentional about who I am, my purpose and all of that, I used to be somebody who was jealous of other people and their achievements. And I didn't really understand that emotion until I looked into it and I realized that there was really no need getting jealous of others if you truly understand life. And thankfully, I'm on the other side now where whenever I see someone achieving and doing life, I never get jealous. Never. And so I consider myself qualified to come and talk about this topic of jealousy, so that we too can also learn a thing or two, because I know that it's some things that people really feel, and it has caused the demise of friendships, relationships, and people not understanding each other just because one person just decided to be jealous of another person. And I will share with you the reason why it's an absolute waste of time to evoke that emotion of jealousy that makes you do something toxic whenever you feel it. And I put down a few words here that I want to reiterate. I said, jealousy isn't the problem. What you do with it is. Jealousy is a mirror, not a verdict. It often reflects back your own unhealed insecurities, your unmet desires, or areas where you feel like you're not measuring up. I also put here that the danger isn't in feeling jealous. That's absolutely normal. That's human behavior to do that. The danger is in staying stuck in it instead of using it as a cue for growth. So I think that after today's video, Hopefully, whenever you feel that emotion of jealousy, you will find a way to redirect it and channel it into very good use so that you don't just feel it and leave it as an unproductive, toxic, negative feeling in your own life. To be very honest with you, there is absolutely no need for you to be jealous of that friend who maybe has gotten married or has children or has gotten this beautiful job or is leveling up in her life or his life. There's no need for it. There's really no need. The same energy that they have used to get what they want is the same energy you too can use to get and achieve every single thing that you desire in this life. So the very first reason why I believe that jealousy is an absolute waste of time and energy is every individual on earth was sent to the earth to fulfill a unique purpose and were each given gifts, resources, and abilities tailor-made for their unique purpose. It makes absolutely no sense to be jealous of another person's life. You are a unique individual who was sent to fulfill a unique purpose and was given gifts and skills and abilities and every single thing that you would need in form of resources to accomplish or do life based on your unique purpose. Why would you be jealous of a friend who was sent to the earth to be a medical doctor? For example, when you were sent to be a lawyer, it makes absolutely no sense getting jealous of another person's success when you aren't called to do the things that they were called to do. You have your own lane. You were called in for a unique purpose. You were called to walk a unique path. They were called to walk a unique path. Maybe the only thing that they have done is pretty much figured out life to a large extent and then developed themselves. And then instead of feeling jealous of it, what you need to do is understand your own unique purpose, understand your own unique path, understand your own unique calling, understand your own unique gifts and abilities, and then develop it. Develop those things. Develop them. The person who is thriving on their lane, who seems to have life all put together or figured out, probably understands life on a great level and has developed the skills and abilities and the gift that they have already and then are using it to do life, and that's why they are winning in life. You too are a unique person with unique gifts and abilities and skills and a unique purpose. So why don't you figure life out as well, then develop your own gifts and skills and start putting it to good use to thrive on your own lane. You are not supposed to thrive in somebody else's lane. You are supposed to thrive on your own lane. So you see where jealousy has now become an absolute waste of time and energy, because now you are jealous and angry that this person is thriving, but you too have the same exact thing that they have in terms of the purpose, the resources tailor-made to your purpose. Why don't you just develop it and use it instead of getting jealous? Feeling jealous is normal, but the next time you feel it, remind yourself that you have a unique gift. You have a unique purpose. You have unique skills as well. How are you using your own skills to actually develop your own life? Are you putting to good use every single thing that God has given to you? Or would you rather just stay stuck looking at your friend or your sister who is doing better than you and staying jealous just because you feel like it's an emotion that has erupted? Trap that emotion and put it to very good use in developing your own life, okay? The second point that I've put down here on why jealousy is an absolute waste of time and energy is these people who seem to be thriving in life are human, just like you. The people that you are jealous of are human like you. They have the same feelings, they have the same emotions, they probably go through the same challenges. If it's a woman, she goes through the same hormonal imbalances and through the same menstrual monthly cramps that everybody goes through. They are just like you. And then nobody's life is really perfect. And to be quite honest, those people who you think have it all figured out, I promise you, they don't have it figured out. I personally don't even have my life completely figured out. Yes, I may have life figured out to a large extent because of the work that I've put into developing my life. And this takes me back to number one, where I said, develop yourself. Develop yourself. If I am spending hours reading books, doing research, improving my skills, my soft and my hard skills, and you are spending hours gossiping, maybe doing things that are not productive or fruitful, how do you expect that we're going to produce the same results? How do you expect that we're going to produce the same results? It's not possible. But let me stay focused on number two. So jealousy will make you see just the highlights of this person's achievements. You will see just the success, but you will not know the hard work. You won't see the hard work that goes into ensuring that I become the very best version of myself. You will see the nights where I had to have really bad sleepless nights, where I had to go through a lot of challenges, pressures, just to advance and just push myself further to get this thing that you are now jealous of. So I'm human. The same challenges you encounter are the same challenges that the person you're getting jealous of is encountering. The only thing is, they find a way to push through their challenges. They find a way to fight through. They find a way to become better or just see those challenges as something that they can overcome. So you don't overcome your challenges. They overcome their challenges and get stronger. And then you now get jealous of them. Do you see the work that they put into their lives? Into making their lives better? Are you there behind the scenes with them? You're only seeing the highlight reel. You're only seeing the beautiful moments. Do you know how many times they cried? Do you know how many times they prayed? Do you know how many times they fasted? Do you know how many times they had sleepless nights studying? Do you know how many research that they have done? They're human just like you in an earth system just like you are. So there is no need being jealous. What you can do when you find yourself being jealous of another person is find a way to draw some form of inspiration and ask, if they were able to accomplish this thing, it means that I can. Again, everybody was given unique skills, unique abilities, unique gifts. So there's really no need being jealous, because this person is just putting to good use the opportunities or even the challenges that come their way. What are you doing with yours? Ask yourself that question today and stop wasting your energy and your time getting jealous of another person when you can put that same energy to very productive use in your own life, okay? The third point that I've put down here is jealousy blinds you to your own blessings. Because let me tell you something here. When you're so fixated on somebody's blessings, maybe you see somebody's Instagram page and this person is always showing up. They're always winning. They're always happy. They're always laughing. They're blessed. They're too blessed. And then you are so fixated on them. Every post you see, instead of you to even like and comment and say nice things, you will just emo at it or find one bad thing to say or negative thing to say about the comment. But these people keep winning. And then you keep fixating your attention on them. You keep looking for something to spite on. You keep looking for something to pick apart. You are focusing your attention on them and removing focus and attention from your own blessings. You don't turn that gaze to your own life and use that energy to better your own life. Rather, you're using the energy to look at your brother or to look at your sister or to look at that friend, and then you are just fixated on everything that they do, trying to pick them apart. Meanwhile, they are winning in their lane. So you continue to stare at them and remove focus from your own life instead of using that energy to develop yourself. So you see why jealousy and envy is just a bloody waste of time. The more you focus on what someone else has, the less you see the beauty in your own life. Remember point 1 where I said everybody has unique gifts and unique talents. The next time you feel jealous, remove your eyes from that person. If possible, even mute them and block them so that you can stop seeing them. So you can use that energy to go and develop your own gift and talent so that you too can start winning on your lane. You are not winning on your lane because you don't have knowledge and information that can help you win. Get knowledge, get information, and then put it to work. Act on it. And then start winning on your own lane. So because you too deserve to win. Everybody was born to win. God didn't give you all these resources. He didn't give you a functional brain, eyes that see and nose that smell and a mouth that speaks, for you to use it to be jealous of somebody. He didn't give you a whole mind for you to be jealous of another person. Why? There's no need for it. There's no need for it, okay? The next point here is still somewhat connected to the third point. Jealousy delays your progress. Again, because you are fixated on somebody else's growth, you are fixated on what they're doing, and instead of you to learn from them, you're trying to pick them apart, you're trying to be negative about it. Because of that, you don't focus your energy on your own life, and then what automatically happens is you are delaying your own progress. So don't be a witch, okay? Don't be a witch. Don't be the person who is negative towards another person's success. Be the person who is excited about another person's success, regardless of who that person is. Don't have an entitlement mentality that just because it doesn't happen for you does not mean it must happen for then it shouldn't happen for another person. That's not true. It happens for the person who desires it in their lives. That's how life works. Life is a fair game, and life is all about choices. Life is all about choices. I can't make the choice to have a vision board, for example, have a grand vision for my life, spend day and night studying about vision and purpose, learning it, understanding principles of life, and doing every single thing every day to make my life better. And then you expect that you, who are not even caring about these things, will have the same results as me. It's not possible. I made the choice to better my life. You, on the other hand, are using your time or wasting your time on things that don't benefit you. We can't have the same results. So the point I'm just trying to make pretty much is this. Instead of, again, fixating your attention on somebody else's achievements, why not focus on your own? Focus on your own. Channel that energy. Put it into your own. The grass is not greener on the other side. It is green where you water it. You are watering another person's life by giving them attention. Every time you view, you like. Views are good because, you have to watch the videos that we put out. But don't be there viewing as a consumer. Meanwhile, you are not producing in your own life. The grass is greener where you water it. So the minute you start watering your own life, you start making progress. But if you don't water your own life and you're rather fixated on another person who is winning, then you delay your own progress. And like I said, kill the entitlement mentality. Nobody owes you anything. Life doesn't even owe you anything. Life only owes you what you choose. Remember this. Life only owes you what you choose. So ask yourself today, what are you choosing? Intentionally, consistently, carefully, what are you choosing every day? And you know what you're choosing by what your actions depict. What are you doing every day with your life? That's what you're choosing every day. So ensure that you're choosing what actually helps you make progress in your life rather than staying jealous about somebody else's progress. Okay? The next point that I've put down here on why jealousy is an absolute waste of time is life is a journey and not a race. It bears repeating. Life is a journey, not a race. And this is why it makes absolutely no sense to be jealous of somebody. We are all on different paths with different timelines and different purposes. Just because someone is ahead of you in one area of your life doesn't mean that you are behind in life. We didn't start the race from the same place. This friend you are jealous of was probably born with what I call life assets. They were privileged to have assets that you didn't have. So for example, if this person grew up with maybe in an average family, but early in life, they had this wealthy uncle who was able to sponsor their scholarship to school, or maybe got a job somewhere and then give them the opportunity to come and work there. So they're advancing quickly in their career. Meanwhile, both of you finish school together and you are still searching for a job. How can you compare yourself and be jealous of that person when the person had some form of advantage of some sort? Yeah, so the person has started working. That girl got married before you. I've seen people actually get married and come out of marriage. Yeah. And the person who looked and was like, oh, I haven't gotten married yet. The younger person got married before her. And then when people were trying to make her feel bad about it, she was like, no, my younger sister can actually get married. And then by the time she wanted to get married, eventually at about maybe later on in her late 30s, her younger sister was already divorced. So you see where it doesn't make sense. Life is not a race. It's a journey that never ends. And we are all on different timelines. We all have unique purposes. We all have unique strengths. We are all developing differently. Somebody's learning or knowledge experience is different from yours. I say knowledge is not linear. It's all over the place. So everybody is at different level in their knowledge. Everybody is at different level in the things in the way they develop. Sometimes even what your mom ate when she was pregnant with you could have affected your cognitive abilities. So you come out with problems in maybe you're slower than others. Then you want to compete with somebody whose mom enjoyed healthy food while they were pregnant with them. It's not possible. So we need to understand that life is never a race. It's not a competition. If somebody achieves something today, doesn't mean that because you didn't achieve it, then your whole life has jabaru, your whole life is scattered. No. They only achieved it because, maybe it's their time. Your time will come. And even if your time does not come for that same thing, focus on your focus. Keep your eyes glued on your own lane. Run your race on your lane and stop poking your eye into somebody else's yard. Okay? The next point here on why jealousy is an absolute waste of time is every human is equal in their own rights. Like I said, we were all born with unique gifts. We're all born with unique talents. God, who gave us life, who I consider our source, is someone who wasn't unjust or unfair when he was giving out or dishing out resources. The only problem is that the world system has made life look a certain way that you see your resources and your gifts as little compared to the other person, or you don't fully harness what you have, and then because of that you get jealous of somebody who is maximizing what they already have. But you have the same things. They may just not look the same way, but you have the same skills, you have the same abilities. They found yours, you just need to find yours. Everyone is unique in their own right, with unique stories, unique strengths, unique gifts, unique abilities, unique assignments. What is yours? Nobody is better than another person. I don't ever believe that there's somebody better than another person. No matter how successful the world thinks you are not better than somebody else. The CEO is not better than the janitor. The CEO is not better than the security guard. Everybody has an intended, designed purpose. And by the time we all begin to see this and realize that there is no better person, we are all humans. In fact, I always say we are all one. We are just individuated in our bodies. We are all one spirit, one mind, one emotion, one everything. The only thing differentiating us is the fact that God just decided to divide all of us into millions and billions of bodies. So we just have different bodies, but we feel the same emotions. We feel the same way. Sometimes we even act in the same way in certain situations. We are all one. So by the time you realize that you are one with your brother, you are one with your sister, you are one with that person who you constantly get jealous of, there will be no need for you to get jealous of that person. You are unique and worthy and valuable in your own rights. You are not better than anybody. Nobody is better than you. What you need to do is what again? Develop the gifts, the skills, the abilities that God has given to you. Put them to good use. And start shining on your lane. You can shine. I can shine. We can all shine. You just need to choose to want to shine and then start shining. Don't be jealous again of somebody. After this video, I'm pointing my finger at you. If I catch you being jealous, I will beat you. My next point here on why jealousy is an absolute waste of time is you don't need to be like anybody else to be great. This is one thing I always tell people who say they want to be like me when they grow up. I'm like, don't be like me. How about? Why are you shortchanging yourself? Don't do that. What if you were called to a higher purpose? In fact, everybody's calling is a higher purpose. Regardless of who you are, whether you are reaching 10 million, 10,000, 100 or 10 people. As long as that's your purpose, it's a high purpose. It's a high calling. Don't want to be like somebody else. Don't do that to yourself. What you should aim to be is the very best version of yourself. The person God designed and destined for you to be. Be inspired by people, but don't say you need to be like somebody else to be great. That's not true. The very thing you envy in someone else's life might not even align with your purpose. Greatness comes from authenticity and not imitation. Who are you? What have you been called to do? Do it. Do it. It may not look like the other person's work, but if it brings you fulfillment, satisfaction, joy, if it brings you peace, you are thriving in your lane. Forget about what the other person is doing. Let them travel the whole wide world and you are still there in the city of Lagos, struggling with Okada and Keke Napep, looking for, I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to be laughing, it's very sensitive. But you understand what I mean? They should be traveling the whole world. You just stay on your own lane and thrive there. Wherever that lane takes you, but ensure that you are well aligned on that lane and not fixated on somebody else's lane. No two people are alike and you don't have to be like anybody else to become great. Find your purpose, find your calling, find your true self and walk in line with that person that you've been called to be. And you won't find the need to be jealous of anybody. When you see somebody else winning, you clap for them, appreciate them, celebrate them, love them because that is their desire. It's not yours. Create your own desires and then win at your own desires. Then other people would also clap for you as well. Okay? The next point I put down on why jealousy is an absolute waste of time is true fulfillment doesn't come from outshining others. Like I said before, there's nobody better than you. And you can't really outshine somebody if they are working in their purpose and you are working on your purpose. There's no competition. There's no outshining. Everybody is just shining. It's like the sun and the moon. Do you say that the sun is better than the moon because it gives greater light than the moon? No. They all have their purpose. Imagine the sun is always shining. There are countries where the sun is always shining and it's always so freaking hot. There are countries that are always so gloomy, and I will name the country. The UK is always so gloomy. With almost no sun throughout the year. I know how people in the UK complain about how gloomy the UK weather is. I've been there. I've seen the weather, and sometimes it can be very annoying. When you want a beautiful day, you get a gloomy day. So imagine if the sun is saying, the moon is better than me. Imagine if the mountains are saying, the ocean looks more pretty. Me, I'm just just hard like a rock. You are a rock. You were born to be a rock. And there's a reason the mountain is there. There's a reason the mountain was designed. You travel to South Africa, you look at the beautiful landscape. You're like, oh my God, this country is beautiful. The mountain was created for that purpose. I mean, not for that sole purpose, but it beautifies the earth. You need to understand that true fulfillment does not come from outshining others. True fulfillment comes from becoming who you were destined to be. Destined. Who have you been destined to be? It's not about chasing somebody else's version of fulfillment. It's not about chasing somebody else's version of success. No. What is your version based on the purpose you've been called to the earth to achieve or accomplish? And this now leads me to invite you to our Vision and Purpose Mastery webinar. It's happening on the 23rd of August. Now, if this video goes up after the 23rd of August, it means that you can only get access to the replay of the webinar. But if it goes up before the 23rd, then you can still join the webinar on the 23rd of August. Click the link in the description box down below to get more information about the webinar and how you can access it. It's pretty much for anyone who is seeking clarity on their purpose, what you're supposed to be doing in life, how to even know what the purpose is and then working it, then design and craft a powerful grand vision tailor-made for that purpose, and then create structures and systems that allows them to take intentional actions every single day that are in alignment with the fulfillment of this vision and purpose that you have finally figured out. I say I stopped being jealous of people when I discovered who I was, when I discovered my real purpose. It made sense. It made sense to me why jealousy is an absolute waste of time. Because God has called me to shed light on a certain matter. Somebody else God has called to maybe travel the world. Then let them travel. I will do my bit and do what God has called me to do, and I will thrive at it. I tell you, knowing your purpose eliminates every form of jealousy, because then you now know what lane you're supposed to be thriving in and how to be thriving in it efficiently. So don't miss the webinar, okay? The next point I've put down here on why jealousy is an absolute waste of time is your value isn't measured by what you achieve. You are worthy simply because you exist, simply because you are breathing. The creator of the world, whoever that is to you, mine is God Almighty, gave me life. I have life, the most valuable resource on the face of this earth. Take away life from a person's body. What do you have? You have a dead body who can't function. That's what you have. But the fact that you still have breath in you, you can still breathe in and out, you can still move, means that you are worthy and valuable. Remember, your value should not be measured by your title, by your wealth, by your social status, your social media numbers. Don't allow your value to be found in all of those things. Jealousy tries to actually convince you otherwise. Just because your friend has 10,000 followers and you just have 100. Did you people start at the same time? Do you people do the same thing? Why are you getting jealous? Is your purpose supposed to have 10,000 followers? Is that part of your purpose that you must have and garner all of the followers in your life? Even while you are still becoming, you need to always remember that you are worthy. While you're still becoming the very best version of yourself, while you're still learning the ropes, developing yourself personally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, you need to remember that you are worthy. You are worthy just because you are existing. Always have that in front of your mind, and that will help you understand that life is a playing field where you are a major player. Every other person is playing their thing. You are a major player, also playing your own role in life. Find out how to play your own role well, and then don't bother about what any other person is doing. Focus on your focus, okay? The next point here on why jealousy is an absolute waste of time is you already have what you need to start. Jealousy often stems from feeling like you're lacking. You feel like the other person has this pizzazz to their life. The other person has this personality that is just, the other person is just very flowery. It's just very out there. Everybody loves this person. The person is so graced and favored, and things are just working. Things are working for them. They can work for you too. Figure life out. Hey, figure life out. Figure out the principles that work with life. Figure out the principles and learn the soft skills that you need to also have the same pizzazz. So that when you come into a place, you have the same confidence. You glide like you're flowing like a flower. They have it, you can have it too. You just need to go and develop your own part. My iPad has gone off. Sorry guys, my iPad has gone off, so I need to pick my phone up to read out my point. So the final point I wanted to make on that point is you already have the seed of greatness inside of you. You just need to learn how to water that seed and let it bloom. Let it bloom. Okay, the next point that I've put down here on my list on why jealousy is an absolute waste of time is the world needs your voice and not a copy of somebody else's. You weren't created to be a replica of somebody else. You were created to be an authentic version of yourself. And what jealousy does is that it tries to erase your uniqueness. It tries to make you not feel like you are good enough or you are worthy, or you can produce the same gifts and use your skills and produce actual beautiful results in your life. You think that success is for a few people or a group of people or a certain type of people. Success is for everybody. It's for the one who chooses, who dares to think that it can be successful. I'd always use myself as an example. I didn't grow up in an environment that looked like success. I didn't grow up in an environment that looks anything like the life I now live. But I said to myself, this can't be my life. Thankfully, at an early stage in my life, I started to acquire knowledge that I had the choice to decide what I wanted to be in my life. And I made up my mind from that day that I was always going to be the grandest, bestest version of myself and enjoy life at maximum capacity, regardless of wherever I found myself. Of course, that didn't just come from a place of wishful thinking. There's a lot of work that's involved in it. So I woke up every day, had sleepless nights doing the hard work. I still do the hard work now, even though it doesn't feel like hard work anymore. It just feels like work that I need to do. It's important that you remember that you're not a replica of somebody else. Your voice is needed. Your voice needs to shine. Your voice needs to be heard. You were here for a reason. You were here for a purpose. Don't go and timidly hide behind somebody else's personality. Don't go and timidly hide behind somebody else's version. You have a version that needs to bloom and shine. All you need to do is work on it and become the very best version of yourself. Dare to believe that you too can accomplish life on a maximum level and be every single thing that God has called you to be. And that's exactly what's going to happen for you. Okay? The next point that I've put down here on why jealousy is an absolute waste of time is that jealousy makes you a spectator, not a participator. The people who get jealous, in fact, I've actually seen people who are maybe participators in quotes get jealous of others. But at that level where you see somebody else winning, by the time you release that negative energy of jealousy and you dwell on it and develop it, you are just telling yourself that you can never rise to the level of what that person has attained. Or you have just considered that person's achievement as the standard or benchmark for achievement and you can never get there. That's not true. Don't be the one looking and be like hating on somebody for winning. Be the one participating. Play the game. Enter the field. You know how you play ball on the field and then there are people who are watching around outside the field, but they're just watching, or they're sitting on the bench and watching. Don't be that person. Get up from the bench, enter the game, play it. Score the goals if you must. If you don't want to score, just dribble. Show your skills. Show yourself. You can play the game. Can they do it? They have the skills to network and find their way into things that produces them opportunities. You self, enter, play the game. Even if you don't know how to do it, go and learn how to do it and play the game. You can do it if they can do it. So don't be a spectator when you were born to participate. Okay? And then the final point that I have here on my list on why jealousy is an absolute waste of time is someone else's success doesn't cancel yours. Every person has their own lane and can thrive on their own lane. I think I've mentioned this point earlier while I was talking. There is no need of being jealous of someone thriving in their own lane when you too can actually, again, water your own gifts and your own seeds and thrive on your own lane as well. I think I've pretty much said every single thing I need to say about why jealousy is a waste of time. If after watching this video, you still feel the need to be jealous of somebody, then I think that you intentionally just want to waste your time. Stop wasting your time. Jealousy is a waste of time. It's a waste of beautiful energy. It makes you sick. Yes, it makes you sick. Keeps you stuck. Keeps you from moving forward. The next time you find yourself or you catch yourself being jealous of somebody, let me tell you what you must do. First one is acknowledge it without shame. Become aware of what you're feeling. First of all, don't even try to suppress it. Acknowledge it. I feel jealous of this person. I feel jealous. The second thing you ask yourself is, what is this jealousy trying to tell me about myself? Because sometimes, again, like I said before, jealousy is a reflection of your own insecurities. It can be a reflection of the things you actually desire to achieve, you want to achieve for yourself. And sometimes I also have found out that when somebody is winning and you think they want that thing, and you think you want that thing that they have, when you finally get that thing that they have, you realize that you feel empty after having that thing. Very empty. It just means that that thing they had is not that thing they had that you wanted. You want the joy that they had when they got that thing. So you thought that by getting that thing, you would get the same joy too. No, that's not how it works. The joy they had or experienced came from the desire to get that thing. Is your true desire to get that thing that they wanted? Or is there another thing you truly desire to have that will actually make you truly fulfilled? So it may not necessarily be that thing that they got or they have that you want. It's just the fulfillment and the joy of that thing. So ask yourself the question, is it that thing I really want? That thing they have, is that what I really want? Or is it just the fulfillment, and then getting something else that I really desire will give me that fulfillment that I want? That's how you break free from jealousy. To be honest, most times what they have is not what we want. Your friend just moves into a new house. You think, okay, I want to get a new house. Then you finally go and get your own new house and bills will choke you. You'll now be like, wow, I don't want a house anymore, please. I want to be a kept person. Let somebody come and take care of me, I beg. You see what I'm talking about? You say you want a car. Okay, you go and get a car. Every month you are the mechanic. You have to service the car. You have to buy fuel in the car. Meanwhile, you were living premium life, being a princess passenger. But now you want a car. Oh, yeah, now go and get the car. Then the car comes with responsibility. Then you are now wondering, my Igbo tongue has come out. Guys, please, I beg. There's no need to be jealous. Let your friends drive the biggest cars in the world. It's alright. It's okay. You be driving your Toyota Corolla and be making progress and be happy with your life. As long as that brings you happiness, stay on your lane. The next point I've put here on whenever you feel jealousy, just do this instead, is shift from comparison to curiosity. Stop thinking, why them? And start thinking, what can I learn from their journey? What can I learn? I remember the last time I ever felt jealous. It was many, many years ago. I ever felt jealous of a person. And I was still, at this time I had started my journey of healing and becoming the true version of myself. And I felt that jealousy. I saw the jealousy. And then immediately thought came to my mind that, wait, this person achieved this thing because they set a vision for themselves and they set their eyes on their vision. Then I was just in my early stages of understanding vision and how you can set a grand vision for yourself and then use the power of your minds and the gift of your words to manifest that vision, right? And make it a reality. So I was like, wait, this person has this thing that they desire and they want in their life because they were able to see it in their minds first. They had the vision for it, and then maybe they used their mouth or use the power of focus to get that desire into reality. So if they can, I can. So instead of being jealous and envious of them at that point, because then I had started growing up, and I decided, okay, you know what? I was going to go and create my own vision for what I wanted, not what they had, but what I wanted. And I created my own vision. And that's actually one of the ways I started learning to overcome this thing called jealousy. Instead of comparing, ask yourself immediately, get curious. What can I learn from them that I can use on my own life to produce the results that I want for myself instead of getting jealous? The next thing you do, and this one I actually really encourage it, is to celebrate them immediately. You feel jealousy towards somebody, immediately. Don't even waste time. Send a text. Oh my God, congratulations. And let your celebration be genuine. Be genuinely happy for them. Because when you are genuinely happy for somebody else, you attract that same thing into your life. What you are happy and grateful for, you are calling into your own life. It happened for somebody. Remember, we are all one. If it happened for them, it happened for you too. When one person wins in life, we all win. When people win in society, the whole economy wins. If everybody is rich in your family and you're not the only breadwinner, you can see how everybody will be winning. But when you're the only breadwinner, everybody will be stressing you for everything. Before you know it, you get overwhelmed, frustrated, because everybody is heavily dependent on you. But when everybody in your family is winning, you will not be pressed when somebody is coming to ask you for money, because you yourself can even go to somebody else and ask them for money. So why do you get jealous when your neighbor buys a new car? Why do you get angry when somebody builds a new house? If they did it to beautify the whole economy. You benefit from it one way or another. Start thinking from a deep level. We are all one. We are just individuated in different bodies. If my staff wins, I'm winning. If I have a staff, for example, who goes on and does beautiful things with their lives and wins in their lives, and they were treated right when they were working with us, do you think if I find them in the future, they have the opportunity to give me a favor? Do you think they will not give me the favor? Imagine if I was jealous of my own staff, that my staff members are winning or my team members are winning. Why am I jealous of people who can actually do something for me in my own life? Let's change the way that we think. There's no need for jealousy. If your neighbor wins, you're winning. If everybody is wise and understanding and smart and intelligent, do you think we will have crime in the country? Do you think we will have rubbish things happening in the country. Please, guys, let's start seeing things from a higher realm. Come out from the gutter. I beg, come out. It's time to get up from the valley and the trenches and start thinking like somebody from the mountaintop. When your neighbor wins, you win. When your friend wins, you win. When your sister wins, you win. You win when somebody else's wins. And always remember, we are all one spirit. We're only individuated in body. Okay? The next thing you do, of course, is to reaffirm your own worth. Remember what I told you. You have your own unique gift. You have your own unique skill. You have your own unique calling. Reaffirm it. Own it. You know who you are. And that's why it's important for you to go and know who you are. Know what you have. Know the skill that you have. So that when somebody else is thriving, you are not jealous. You'll be like, I'm still on my way. I'm developing myself. I'm coming there. I'm coming. Don't worry. I too will be celebrated. Then, of course, while you are celebrating them, don't be doing witchcraft with them and expect that somebody will come and celebrate you, because everybody wants to be celebrated. Let's be for real. Everybody deserves to be celebrated. That thing you think you want for yourself is what everybody else wants. So why are you angry when somebody else gets their own? And then you think that your own will come when you want your own to come. That's not how it works. You want peace of mind. Everybody wants peace of mind. You want money. We all want money. Don't think you are the one that wants it most. We all want it. So be happy for somebody else. Okay, next one I put here is for you to use it as fuel. Let their wins push you to take action. Remember the story I told you about when I discovered my friend had won and I was starting to feel that jealousy. But I was like, no. She created a vision. She used some things to get that vision and make it a reality. I used that energy as fuel. I said, no. Instead of getting jealous or angry that this girl got what she wanted, I will use the same thing she did and I will get my own results. And that's exactly what happened for me. So use the energy as fuel. Don't use it as negativity and then it's affecting your lungs and kidney. Then the next thing they say you have cancer. You don't know where it came from. It's because you were jealous. Even the Bible says it, that thing will eat into your bones and enter your I'm so passionate. And the final two things that I've put down here on my list will be for you to practice gratitude immediately. Whenever you feel jealous, just bring yourself back to center and pick 3 or 4 or 5 things immediately in your life that you are grateful for. Focus your attention on that thing. What has God done for you? If you don't even have anything physical to focus, remember you have eyes that see, nose that smell, mouth that can talk, ears that hears, and legs that can walk. Those are 5 things to be grateful for. Be grateful for them. I know people who are deaf and dumb but are still doing the damn thing as technical engineers. Don't give me that excuse. So be grateful for, you have things to be grateful for. Find 5 things and immediately channel that energy into being grateful for what you already have while you're working on what you want to achieve or what you want to become. And then finally on my list, I said, remember, always remember, you are not on the same journey as anyone else. And your journey is unique to you. Plus, there's room for everyone to win. The sky is big enough. Don't stay fixated on somebody else's achievement. You too can win. Remember what I said earlier, the grass is not greener on the other side. The grass is only greener where you water it. Start watering your side. Okay? That's pretty much all that I have for you for today's episode. I'm so passionate about this topic because every day I see people just get jealous of others for no reason. There's no reason. There's no need. And the reason why I'm passionate about it is because I have been there. I can relate. I can understand it. And when I came out to the other side, I realized that's just a bloody waste of time and energy. So don't be that person who is jealous. Transfer that energy, transform it, and start putting it to good use in your own life so that you too can produce results for yourself and shine on your own lane as well. Before I go, I just wanted to quickly remind you all of the resources that we have in the Winning School of Excellence library that can help you on your level up journey. We have the Art of Speaking Elegantly and Eloquently course for anyone who wants to improve their communication skills. We also have the Mindset Reset digital resource on limiting belief. This one is pretty much comprises of an ebook and a 9-part series videos that delves into the concept of limiting beliefs, how it's hampering with your life, how to identify them, and of course, how to break free completely from them. And then of course, it also has a workbook that also shows you practical steps that you can use to break free from the chains and shackles of limiting beliefs. I always say that most times, your problem is not spiritual. Your problem is not that you don't have money. Your problem is not that you don't have opportunity. Sometimes the thing holding you back is your mind. And you need to break free from the shackles of your mind that keeps telling you are not good enough, or you're not ready, or you're not made for this. Break free from it and move on so that you can actually enjoy the life that you were called to enjoy. And then we also have the Vision and Purpose Mastery webinar, which I've also spoken about. I'm going to put links to all of these resources in the description box down below. Just identify which one you actually want to start with and get on your journey of leveling up, okay? All the information will be on the link as well. That's pretty much all that I have for you for today's episode. I hope you've learned a thing or two. If you have, please kindly share this video with your family and friends so that we can all continue to level up together. Okay, I'll see you again in another episode. Until then, remember to stay very, very excellent. Take care.